Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful has Brooke Logan fighting fire with fire after Taylor Hayes utilizes Ridge Forrester to treat her broken heart, which opens the starting gate on the CBS soap. While Brooke has a tough time buying what Taylor is selling, she doesn't waste any time marking her territory. But B spoilers suggest a twist waits in the wings for Taylor, Brooke, and the man they both love. Bold and the Beautiful has Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, so relieved about her new diagnosis that she no longer keeps her dilemma a secret. Explaining this to Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Long, became a necessity when she barged in. But she also told her daughter, Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Messinswood. Steffy hears what she wants to hear. So despite Taylor reassuring her daughter that she is on the mend, that won't be enough. Steffy likely sees her father as a permanent fix for her mother, which probably means interference on Bold and Beautiful. So this also suggests that she's about to break her word about having no intent on playing matchmaker. That said, the Forrester daughter likely becomes a force to be reckoned with for Brooke Logan, as she tries to hold on to her destiny with the dressmaker. This week on B&B, Brooke Logan delivered Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., a light reprimand for his healing session with Taylor Hayes. But instead of her claws emerging, as in past battles, Brooke tries to do one better than Taylor. Her strategy this time around seems to be fighting fire with fire on the Bold and the Beautiful. But what Ridge and Taylor shared on Steffy's living room floor resulted in something deep and spiritual. Instead, Brooke attempts to conjure up her man's animal magnetism, with success. So while Ridge goes along for the ride, it's likely he compares the differences in what he experienced with both women. What Taylor Hayes and her ex shared brought them to tears. Something stirred deep inside both of them. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Ridge can't shake what he experienced with Taylor, and it's not something he can recreate with his Logan. Bold and the Beautiful beat the storyline of Brooke Logan versus Taylor Hayes to death. As soon as the viewers saw Taylor crawl onto Ridge's lap during that healing session, they took to social media. The fans begged the soap not to go there again. But it looks like B&B has a different direction planned this time around. In the past, it was usually romance that sealed the deal for this guy. But not this time, it's on a spiritual level. Still, Bold and the Beautiful did dabble in the celestial once before, and Brooke won out. Not too long ago, on Bold and Beautiful, Ridge saw his destiny through the Aventine keyhole while in Italy. This keyhole is famous because it is said to show you your future or destiny when you look through it. So when the Forrester son took a peek, there was Brooke Logan. But this time around, a chakra cleans morphed Taylor Hayes and Ridge Forrester's heart together to beat as one. The tears from both of them offered evidence of a powerful event. So, will Ridge Forrester walk away from this, knowing with all his heart that Taylor Hayes is the woman for him? Well, it wouldn't be the first time worlds collide for the dressmaker, and he walks out of the dust with a new storyline on his arm on the CBS soap. It was supposed to be an ordinary day in Los Angeles. Sun-drenched patios, bottomless mimosas, and just the right amount of drama sizzling beneath designer sunglasses. But over at Forrester Creations, tension thicker than contour cream was about to explode. Brooke Logan and Dr. Taylor Hayes stood in the showroom, heels clicking on polished marble like dueling pistols. "I told you, Taylor," Brooke hissed, clutching a swatch of blush silk as if it were a weapon. Hope's line needs sensuality, not stoic minimalism. Taylor folded her arms, serene as always, her voice laced with that dangerous calmness that often precedes chaos. "And I told you, Brooke, what it needs is class. We can't keep selling fantasies dipped in gloss and glitter." Their feud had reignited over a collection, but everyone knew the silk and seams were merely a smokescreen. This was about Ridge. It had always been about Ridge. And while both women had taken a vow to move on, Nothing ignites forgotten rivalries like too much shared history and a bottle of Pinot Grigio at 11 a.m. Maybe it was the weird energy from the full moon. Maybe it was the kombucha someone swapped into the champagne cooler. Maybe it was just that classic bold madness that sneaks in every few weeks like a plot twist on wheels. Whatever the cause, their usual verbal sparring took a bizarre left turn. "You always think you can just straddle the line," Brooke snapped, "between dignity and desperation." Taylor arched an eyebrow. "Funny. I was going to say the same about you. And speaking of straddling." She walked over to the plush leather fainting couch in the corner. An absurd but permanent fixture in the showroom, as if emotional meltdowns were scheduled events. "Let's settle this once and for all," Taylor declared, climbing atop the couch with a gymnast's ease. "Straddle duel." "A straddle duel," Taylor repeated, patting the couch. "We sit, we straddle, we lock eyes. First one to break loses. No blinking, no wiggling, no crossing legs." "I'm a psychiatrist," Taylor smirked. "That means I know exactly how insane this is." 50 feet away, a Forrester intern nearly dropped her iPad as she realized the duel was actually happening. People gathered. Models paused fittings. Thomas leaned against a mannequin, clearly entertained. Steffi whispered, "Mom, what are you doing?" but made no move to intervene. Brooke, never one to back down from a challenge, especially one where she could win with posture and spite, flipped her hair and climbed onto the couch opposite Taylor. The straddling commenced. They sat on the edge of the couch, knees wide, backs poker straight, eyes locked in a high-octane glare of glamorous vengeance. Mascara didn't run. Lipstick didn't smudge. But egos? Egos were crumbling like poorly set mousse. 10 minutes in, beads of sweat formed. Not because of physical exertion. This wasn't CrossFit. But from the sheer emotional arm wrestling that was occurring in absolute silence. It rumbled beneath them like it had been imbued with ancient soap opera spirits. A weird shimmer overtook the room, like someone applied an Instagram filter to reality. Before anyone could scream "plop device," a blinding light engulfed the straddling duo. And just like that, Brooke and Taylor vanished. Brooke and Taylor found themselves floating, still in straddle formation, in what looked like a celestial version of the Forrester showroom. "Are we dead?" Brooke asked, voice echoing like a river-heavy power ballad. A glitter-cloaked figure materialized. It looked suspiciously like Eric Forrester in a wizard robe. "You must resolve your emotional baggage through straddle therapy," Wizard Eric intoned. "Only then can you return." Brooke, clearly unfazed by cosmic weirdness, stared at Taylor. "You hurt me, you know. All those times you judged me." Taylor blinked. "You hurt me too. With Ridge. With your seductive metaphors." Taylor hesitated. "Maybe we just love the same man in different ways." Back in the real world, the couch exploded in a puff of sequins. The room gasped as Brooke and Taylor reappeared, both glowing slightly and curiously, sitting back to back on the couch. Peaceful, silent. Brooke stood, straightened her blouse, and looked at Taylor. Truce. They walked out, side by side, high heels in perfect synchrony. Behind them, the couch spontaneously combusted, as if to say never again. As the shocked Forrester staff slowly returned to work, Steffi turned to Thomas and said, "We're never going to be normal, are we?" Thomas shrugged. "This is our normal."